Welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about budgeting. So I want to make this channel about like real life situations and my life. To be specific, I kind of want to show you guys what I do on a daily basis and what I do in order to be financially literate and financially stable. Now, I did a video on this last year. I think it's still on my channel, but this year I want to show you guys what I did for the month of January. Now, the month of January, I budgeted my month out, and I'm going to show you guys like my what I budgeted and what I actually spent, so you guys can see it, so you guys can see what it actually looks like in real time. So I did this at the beginning of the month, checked my last month, and I budgeted for February as well now. Or I will be budgeting. So one of the things you guys need to understand is if you don't know where your money's going, you'll never get on track. You need to know where every single dollar you make is gonna be spent. So every single dollar you make needs to have a job. Make sure you guys know exactly where it's going and exactly what money's coming in. I know a lot of people get scared looking at their financials, so they'd rather not even do it. But I'm telling you right now, if you want to get on track and you want to be financially stable, make sure you guys have a budget for yourselves. So I have my laptop here, and I'm gonna show the screen here so you guys can see and follow along with me. But before we get started, if you guys don't mind hitting the subscribe and like button, I would really appreciate it. Thank you. So I'm gonna start you guys off from the top. If you guys can just ignore the right side, I haven't really focused on this yet. I was doing the left side here. My income is at the top and my expenses are at the bottom, and then all the way at the bottom I do the difference. So let's go ahead and look at the left side, which was the projected, and this is what I projected. Now, one other thing you guys need to keep in mind is that my income is not steady. It's not consistent. Some months it's up, some months it's down. So I like to come in here and kind of guess what I think the numbers I'm gonna hit, and then go back in here and write down the numbers I did hit. So for example, I work as a tutor for the district, and I projected to get $600 for the month. I ended up getting 10.80 59 cents. I wrote it down right here. Our cleaning business, I projected to get 11.50. I only got 110. The reason for the dramatic decrease here is because we're trying to grow our business, so I'm not taking any income from the business right now. Everything I'm making, I'm just throwing it back into the business to pay our employees, our overhead and all that, so we can try to grow this even bigger. It's an investment for me, so I'm throwing money back into here to eventually see a bigger return. So it's not that big a deal for me. My side hustle, which is eBay. YouTube, not yet. I just do YouTube videos for fun. But the projected was 1,600 for the month. On eBay, I did 16.60 74 cents. It was a slower month, but on average, I do about 1,600. Passive income. Those are my dividends from my stocks that I invest in. I projected none. I had 48.31, so that's a plus. Coaching, as of right now, I haven't got paid for coaching. Obviously, we're in a pandemic, so I'm not sure if we're gonna get paid for coaching. But if I do, then that month will obviously be a lot bigger for that part right there. But as of right now, $0. Rental income, like I said, I haven't bought any rental properties. I will hopefully this year. That's the goal. And if I do, I'll let you guys know. So the total projected was 3,350, and the actual was 2,899 with 64 cents. So as you can hear, so as you can see here, I'm short about 400 or 500 bucks. But you'll see in my expenses, I was able to adjust to that. So my monthly expenses, my emergency fund is already built out. So for me, I'm lucky. I already put away, I believe I have 9 to 12 months of an emergency fund in my savings account. So I don't have to fund that anymore. So now I can put zero for budget purposes. I don't have to put any money aside for my emergency fund. My Fidelity 401k, I projected to contribute 85. I contributed 80. My Vanguard 403b, I projected 250. I contributed 250. My Vanguard Roth IRA, 500 every month, the 23rd of every month. So I contributed 500. And my brokerage, I projected 500. Didn't contribute anything. I put zero just so I can show you guys, but I did contribute to that. I just want to show you guys how I did it. So my monthly savings and investing was projected 1335. I only contributed so far 830. So now right here my bills, 500 for rent. I paid 500 for rent. Insurance 110. I paid 110. My car insurance, I don't have a car anymore, but my little brother does, and I pay for his insurance, so I just put it in my budgeting. 100 and 100. It's a round number. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but that's about what it is. My cell phone 60. Like I said, it's a round number. It's probably a little bit less, but I paid 60 just to have round numbers here. Internet was 40, and I paid only 38.78. Now for cell phone, it's because we have a family plan, so to go in there, it's just a hassle. So I just put in 60. But the internet, I do it by myself. It comes to me, so I can see the number exactly. That's why I have an exact number there. So projected bills was 810. I spent 808.78. So $1.22 I saved there. Now for food, this is what kills a lot of people, and this is what really hurts me as well. I budgeted 200 for eating out from home, like ordering Uber Eats and pizza, going out with friends and stuff like that. I budgeted 100, and groceries I budgeted 200. So for eating out at home, I spent 114, so that's good. Eating out with friends, only 12 bucks. I went to a taco truck with one of my friends, spent $12 on some tacos, so that wasn't bad. And then my groceries, 277. So I don't know we spend that much, but I think I went to Costco and my mom was with me, and I mean I don't make her pay all the time, so she was there. I just ended up passing my card, so it wasn't a big deal. Total food budgeted was 500, only spent 403.68, so that's good. So as you can see here, they're underneath the budget, which is good. You don't want to be over, and if you are over, make sure you try to get under on other parts of your budget, and this will help so you guys don't overspend. Transportation, so gas, like I said, I don't have a car, but I do use a car, my sister's. I was only going to spend 40. I ended up spending 71.57. That's not a big deal. I need to get around. Maintenance, I don't have any maintenance. Registration and miscellaneous, tires, major service, anything like that, engine. So that's not me. So I ended up going over 31.57 on transportation. Now personal here. I haven't got a haircut. My hair's pretty long, so I usually budget. I get two cuts. I get a cut about every 3 weeks, so I kind of average that in. So I just put 50 bucks for the month just to make it simple. Clothes, I do this for the year, so I average 600 a year. That's an average. I'm not exactly sure how much I spend on clothes yet, but I put 50 to break it up into months. I didn't buy anything this month, so I just put 0 there. And miscellaneous, so this is personal stuff. So anything I buy for myself, like on Amazon, if I go to the chiropractor, anything like nutrition wise, finance, if I buy any courses or stuff like that, I like to put money aside for that. I put 100. I put that in my budget. I didn't spend anything. So here I budgeted 200, spent 0. So that's a plus for me. Subscriptions. All right, this one kills a lot of people as well. We have a lot of subscriptions we don't need. I have a movie pass with Century Theaters, so when the theater's going, I have a $9.99 pass. Obviously they're closed, so I'm not paying anything. That's 0. Disney Plus, I'm not taking off Disney Plus. I'm gonna keep it. So $12.99 a month. $12.99 I spent. Sorry, this says annually. I know they say annually, but it's not annually. Last year, like I said, the last video I made, I had the annual ones, but it's the actual. The right side is the actual, what I spent this month. I adjusted that this month. I mean last month, January. So for Disney Plus, $12.99. Spent $12.99. Dashlane, which is a password manager, $5 a month. I pay $5 a month. LA Fitness, 30 bucks. They're closed. I'm not paying anything right now. My Costco membership, I do pay yearly. I broke it down into months. $10 a month. I spent 10 bucks. My little brother's gym membership, 25 bucks a month. We're not going to the gym, so that's 0. I budgeted for subscriptions, $92.95. Only spent $27.98. So you see, even though I made a little bit less money, I spent a lot less because there's obviously the circumstances right now. So if we look down here, my monthly total income was $33.50. My total expenses projected was $29.77.95. So I should have had $372.05 left over. Now the actual, which is this on the right, it is $28.99.64. That's how much I projected to bring in. I'm sorry, that's how much I actually brought in as opposed to 3,350. And my total expenses, I only spent 2,142 in January. So I had 757 and 63 cents left over. Now, the reason I left this top part, the reason I left this top part blank right here in the brokerage, this brokerage is my outside brokerage outside of my retirement accounts. Now, one thing I've mentioned in my previous videos is I always max out my retirement accounts first. I reward myself by maxing them out first, and then I reward myself with the extra money I made or saved by putting them into regular brokerage accounts and investing in individual stocks. That's how I work. That's how I do it. People have different preferences. Some people don't like investing in index funds. Some people would rather do regular brokerage accounts because they can take the money out right away. Whatever works for you, just find what works for you, because what works for me may not necessarily work for you. So I had $757.63 left over. Now, like I said, I do not have to fund my emergency fund anymore, so I have those 757 left over for myself. Now, what I didn't put in here is money that I give away. Now, I don't just give away money to give away money. Sometimes, for example, last month in January, my uncle, they got the virus, so he couldn't go to work, his whole family. So they all lived together, so they all were quarantined for 2 weeks. So my uncle was quarantined for 2 weeks, and nobody in their home was working because they all had to quarantine. And from the 700, I gave them 200 just to help them out. Luckily, I'm blessed enough to be doing okay, so I was able to give back. And that's one of my main goals. This is why I do it. I'm not doing just to just to chase money. I'm not doing it just because I'm all about money. No, I'm trying to be free from this, man, from everything that we want to be free from. I want to have time to myself, to my family, and give back. That's the main purpose of this. And luckily, I'm able to give back even now. So from those 700, I gave 200 to them, helped them out with rent, and the other 500 I spent into the markets. So I put some into crypto and some into personal stocks. So that's what I do every single month. I make sure I check my budget, make sure that everything's aligned. I'm not spending too much money where I'm not supposed to, and that I'm making my money work for me. Now, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out. If you guys want to get on a Zoom call, you guys want to get on a phone call, you want to go back and forth, exchange thoughts, you guys, whatever you want to do, ask some questions, just let me know. I'm here to help. I don't know a lot, but I mean, I really like finance. I really like helping people out. And I know a lot of people, for them, finance and their finances are personal. That's why it's called personal finance, and I understand that, and it's a little bit sensitive to them. But don't be afraid to reach out. It's better to reach out than to let yourself sink into a bigger hole. So if you guys like this video, please, if you don't mind hitting that subscribe and like button, I would really appreciate it. I'm really trying to grow this channel out. I'm really trying to help people out, and I'm just trying to provide value for you guys. I'm gonna try to make another video today. It's gonna be about my Vanguard Roth IRA, and I'm gonna show you guys the very basic thing I do to invest every single month, and the very simple index funds I invest to. So if you guys don't mind watching that video as well, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching.